prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and if I'm being honest, I almost dropped this video earlier today, but then I decided against it. But it's funny how things worked out. Former five-star linebacker Jordan Anthony wants to come to Tennessee. I repeat, he wants to come to Tennessee. I've talked to him personally. We're going to get into his career at Michigan, his potential, what the experts say, and also our overwhelming need at linebacker. But first and foremost, as always, guys, do me a favor. Please go ahead and smash that like button. It's just below the video. Just press that little thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Also, click that bell for notifications so you don't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. Quick reminder, we are going to be streaming the 98 National Championship game right here on the channel within the next couple of weeks. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. So make sure you're subscribed. Now let's get into the video. Want to give you guys a little bit of backstory, a little inside baseball, if you will. Last night, scrolling through the VAWLS message boards, they're talking about Dejon Terry and Austin Price, once again letting everybody know, keep your eyes on this kid in the transfer portal. One of the posters on VAWLS mentioned Jordan Anthony, said that he had heard that Anthony really wants to come to Tennessee and that he is trying to get in touch with the coaches. So I kind of start looking into it. I start doing a little bit of research. I pull up Twitter, start looking at his follows. He's currently following Tim Banks, Willie Martinez, several scouts and recruiting coordinators at Tennessee. So I start to think, okay, maybe this rumor has a little bit of steam to it. Maybe I'll look into it. And then one thing leads to another, and I can personally confirm for a fact, an absolute 100% fact, that Jordan Anthony does want to be in Knoxville. He told me so himself. He was kind enough to answer a few questions for me. We're going to get into that. But let's look at this thing piece by piece. Let's look at exactly who is Jordan Anthony. You look at his profile here, coming out of high school, just a ton of talent, a ton of hype, five-star inside linebacker, number one ranked linebacker in the entire country. If we stop there, if we stop right there, and I tell you guys, the number one inside linebacker from the class of 2017 told me personally that he wants to be in Knoxville, what would your response be? I don't think it would take you long to say, sign me up. His recruitment seemed to be pretty clear-cut from the start, made the decision to be a Wolverine his senior year. But what happened? What happened once he got to Michigan? A lot of experts say that he didn't live up to the hype. He struggled to get on the field at Michigan. He redshirted in 2017. And then in 2018, he appeared in 7 games. 2019, he appeared in 9 games. A lot of that playing time was on special teams. He recorded 14 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a sack in 3 years at Michigan. So you guys may ask, what happened? What happened at Michigan? Mike Farrell, National Recruiting Director at Rivals.com, said, Anthony was an incredible talent coming out of high school, a prospect that could have played running back or linebacker or even play as a big safety. He goes on to say it's puzzling that he didn't make an impact at Michigan, as he was perfect for the Jabril Peppers role. There's still talent there. I repeat, there is still talent there. But with little time left to make an impact, his rating is low for a former 5-star. Now, this rating that Mike Farrell is talking about, it's regarding the transfer portal transfers. They give him a rating, and what does that mean? Well, he says it's a little low for a 5-star, but he did give Anthony a rating of 4.6 out of 10. Now, on the Rivals impact meter, exactly what does that mean? The rating says a solid impact can be expected in the right scenario and has the potential to battle for a starting job. The right scenario. That's a very interesting point. It's interesting that he says in the right scenario that Jordan Anthony could make an impact and could battle for a starting job. Again, it's interesting that he says in the right scenario. What better scenario than Tennessee? You guys know the story. You know the song and dance. We've talked about it for the last 3 months. How this football team is in desperate need of linebackers. We talked about it when you get the transfer of a wide receiver. You guys are in the comment section asking me, Boogie, what about linebackers? This team is desperate for linebackers. We've talked time and time again, the loss of Henry To'oTo'o and Quavaris Crouch, Aaron Beasley suspended indefinitely. You guys know the story. What's the status of Aaron Willis? And I don't mean to pick on a kid or beat a dead horse, but long snapper Will Albright has been taking meaningful reps at linebacker the entire spring. And again, I'm not taking away from the kid. I know he played linebacker in high school. He was a solid linebacker in high school. But Tennessee recruited him to be a long snapper. I don't see Will Albright getting playing time as a linebacker anywhere in the SEC. I think we're all in agreement here. When you guys come flooding into the comment section when this video goes up, we are all going to be in agreement that this football team is desperate for linebackers. So what better scenario for Jordan Anthony to make an impact than Tennessee? When I spoke to him earlier today, I asked him, I said, why Tennessee? What makes you want to come play for the VAWLS? Because that's an important question to us. I put out a video a couple of weeks ago. I said, why Tennessee? Us as fans, why Tennessee? Why did you fall in love with Tennessee? What makes you rep that power T? So I wanted Jordan Anthony to answer the same question. Why Tennessee? His response, and this is a quote, he told me, he said, I want to come to Tennessee because I want to be a part of this new era of Tennessee football. How great is that? That just opening sentence won me over. And I'll say this, interacting with Jordan Anthony today has been fantastic. I don't know if this will work out as far as the numbers game and what Josh Heupel wants to do, but I wish Jordan Anthony nothing but the best. Super nice guy to talk to today. But what a great opening line. This new era. You know, Danny White's talked about changing the face of Tennessee, the brand. He talks about branding all the time. What a great opening line. Jordan Anthony goes on to say, I've heard a lot of good things from former teammate Aubrey Solomon about Coach Heupel and the defensive coaching staff, and they are coaches I want to play for. He said, I also think having Juwan and I commanding the defense will be an experienced duo and a force inside the box. Sign me up. Somebody sign me up. I'm getting excited. And I don't know that this works out. And I don't mean to get you guys hyped and excited, but this is the passion coming through when I talk to a kid that tells me he wants to be here. He wants to wear that power tee. Like I said, I don't know what the numbers look like. I don't know what Josh Heupel wants to do with this roster. Kind of surprised to see him take a transfer wide receiver, but I also trust Josh Heupel. But I think when you look at what they have done with this roster, I think they have one spot left. I think they have one spot left before they start to lose numbers in the 22 class. But this staff seems to be going out and taking chances on guys, looking at guys that have potential, but for whatever reason, they didn't work out. Caleb Tremblay from USC, tons of potential. You're going to trust Rodney Garner to develop him. And even Anthony's teammate at Michigan, Joe Milton. You guys know how I feel about Joe Milton. He's my pick to be the starter this fall. Do they have room for Jordan Anthony? Are they willing to take a chance on Jordan Anthony? If you follow him on Twitter, he seems like a guy that's ready to go to work. All he wants to do is ball. That's all he wants to do is get back on the field. I asked him about his relationship with Coach John Marie, and while he didn't play for him because he did enter the transfer portal before Jean Marie took over, he did have a lot of high praise, calling him a player's coach. He said Jean Marie is a guy he feels like he can learn a lot from, and he will help him make an easy adjustment to playing at Tennessee. You guys know the deal. I want to hear from you. I want to know your opinion on this. Leave me a comment. Let me know. We're in desperate need of linebackers. We have a linebacker, a former 5-star linebacker that wants to be here. And this is a direct quote. The first thing he said to me today, I want to come to Knoxville. Raw talent, athleticism, a desire to be here. What more do you want? What more do you want? Would you give Jordan Anthony a shot? He's already received his degree. He has 2 years of eligibility left. Like I said, I don't know what Josh Heupel wants to do with this roster. I don't know what the numbers look like. But talking to Jordan Anthony today, he does want to be in Knoxville. I think he has all kinds of athletic potential. So like I said, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know. I want to share this up. You guys can pick up the official merchandise of Talkin' VAWLS at bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. We've got the new Egghead 2.0 shirt, so check those out. Let me scroll down here. Sorry, I was having trouble getting my screen shared up there, but the new Talkin' VAWLS Egghead 2.0 shirts, you can pick those up. Also, we've got the old school Mount Rushmore. Look, we're not media. We're just 4 dudes that love Tennessee, but we're calling ourselves the Mount Rushmore regardless. We got Talkin' VAWLS coffee mugs, hoodies with the old school logo. Check it all out. My favorite, Talkin' VAWLS State Pride merch. Again, it's bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. The link to that will be in the description below. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. And again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see happen with Jordan Anthony. I'm all in. Let's get him in the boat. Jordan Anthony, Juwan Mitchell, sign me up. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The